Lots of you were probably sitting at home watching the Olympics from Beijing. This morning's guest actually went to Beijing to see the Olympics, but ended up tangoing in Tiananmen Square. Who is he? You'll meet him coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're in the conference room of the Myrtle Beach Herald at 4806 Northgate Boulevard in Myrtle Beach, right behind Myrtle Beach Lighting and Barn Hill Realty off of Highway 17 Bypass South. We're focused on dance, and we're visiting with Professor Jerry Fouts, a professor of social dance and etiquette at Coastal Carolina University. Good morning, Professor Fouts.
Good morning, Greg. How are you?
Great to get you in here on Labor Day. Happy Labor Day.
Well, it's great. We're having a party over in my neighborhood today.
Oh, you are?
Burchap Road.
Later on.
We're going to go over there about 5:30 and eat and have a big party.
Tremendous.
They do it every Labor Day.
Am I invited, or can Emma Claire and I come, or do I have to live in your neighborhood?
You come on.
Your ritzy high-end neighborhood up there. Well, that is and of course, a lot of folks know your home, Jerry. You've got that city block right up there between 47th and 48th Avenues North. We don't like to highlight where our guests live because if someone doesn't like you, that'd be a problem. No, I'm kidding. Of course, people will be showing up on your doorstep for dance lessons. Does that ever happen anymore, Jerry?
Well, I teach out at Coastal,
Sure.
and I also still the head teacher of USA Dance.
Right.
Whereas I teach at the Y every Monday night.
Monday night, so
Monday
tonight.
night.
Okay.
And then I have a few private students. I have some students that I've taught for many years, and I've trained them to be professional teachers. And so if somebody wants to dance lessons,
Sure.
all they have to do is to email me tangoallnight@aol.com.
Tango all night at AOL.com.
And I'll hook them up with a good teacher.
Wow.
Or I'll...
But you do more than just tango, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's just
every
your email
dance.
address. You used to have Mr. Dance All Night.
Yeah, I did. I still have that.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well, that's a great one.
Well, I do every dance, all the social dancing. And the most tango actually is my favorite dance.
Is it really your favorite? I've never heard you say what your favorite is.
Well, a lot of people say, well, come up to me and say, what is your favorite dance? And my standard answer is this: whatever music is playing.
Right. You'll dance to it.
Because I love the salsa and mambo. I did that in Miami Beach for many years.
Right.
And swing, the shag, cha-cha, rumba, all of that dances.
Right.
And people that can dance every dance.
People who can dance well
You know,
can dance
people,
anything.
professional dancers, they can dance anything.
Right.
Actually, you're missing out on a lot if you can just dance one dance. Let's say I go to places, say you just dance a shag, for example.
Right.
Well, if they happen to play a waltz, foxtrot, or tango, I guess you have to sit down.
You sit out.
And I go a lot of places, dance in New York a lot, Miami, in different countries, and
Sure.
they play swing music that you can shag to.
Is that right? Sure.
It's interchangeable. We have a lot of people from other areas that have moved here, and they all know how to do the swing.
Right.
And I convert them over. It only takes 5 minutes. They just go forward and back instead of over to the side.
To the shag, you say you're converting.
Same rhythm and everything.
Right, right.
But when I go past Virginia line and somebody asks me to dance, we usually do swing.
Right.
And they do swing in other countries. It's the American dance.
Sure, that's what they
don't do
perceive.
much of it.
Mm-hmm.
Most every country, I was just in Hawaii last week, 6 nights a week they have salsa dancing, different places in Honolulu. And they have tango dancing, tango clubs everywhere that
Sure.
I've been. So it's really nice when I get out there, get on the internet and plug in Tango on Google, and you go and meet other dancers and make friends immediately.
That is tremendous,
Hook
Jerry.
up with people. They're glad to see you, dancers from America, you know. And,
At what stage, how many years had you been dancing before you were able to call yourself a professional dancer, Jerry? I mean, that's not out of the womb. I mean, clearly that took a little while to get to the point where you could call yourself a professional dancer, or where someone else called you a professional dancer.
Well, I was an amateur dancer, of course, shag, and when I was about 14 and 15, I worked in Miami Beach, and I picked up Latin dancing. At that time was mambo and cha-cha. Mambo and cha-cha.
Yeah.
Mambo, now they call it salsa.
Right.
Same steps. But it wasn't until I joined Arthur Murray,
Right.
and then I became a professional dancer, went through their training program, 8 or 10 hours a day.
That was in your teens or 20s?
Yeah.
Right.
And Miami Beach, and they had a big studio at Miami Beach.
Sure.
And, they trained us 10 hours a day.
Wow.
Then after we got off work, we went out dancing.
So you were training dance all day, and then obviously went dancing for pleasure afterwards. I guess dancing at work was pleasure.
Yeah, it's affected my entire life. Arthur Murray used to get off, I guess they still do, at 10 o'clock.
Right.
We, the trainees, there were 12 in my class, we went out dancing. We'd dance till 12:30 or 1 o'clock, and then we'd eat. You know, eat a regular meal, go in a restaurant. Order.
At midnight?
Yeah, steak, whatever. I still do that.
Oh, come on.
No, I still do it.
And you look that as good as you do?
I still
eating at midnight, Jerry?
12, 1 o'clock, yeah.
Wow.
Just even if I'm home.
Now, do Dot or the girls eat those weird hours?
Well, sometimes they do, but
Yeah.
not as much as I.
It's principally
I do,
you.
but,
Well, you've got a tremendous metabolism, Jerry.
Well, I dance every day for fun now.
Yeah.
You know, I go up to 2001.
Is 2001 a good place to go to dance? Well, you know, obviously next week is Hilda's big birthday party on September 11th, 5 to 8 p.m. All viewers are invited to come out to celebrate her 75th birthday party.
Well, I haven't seen Hilda in a long time.
2001, that'll be it.
Am I invited?
Everyone's invited. Everyone's invited to get out there 5 to 8 p.m. They're going to be in the funky room.
It's on the left as you go in.
Right, good. They're going to celebrate her birthday there.
I'll be sure to be there and tell her happy birthday. I gave her a birthday present one time many years ago.
Yeah.
It was a microphone, and it was a radio. It looked just like a microphone. I have one by mom dead. I've never seen one before. I bought 2 of them somewhere.
Right.
And I gave her one for her birthday. And she says, it's a great radio.
She probably still has it by her bed.
I still have mine. It's been 10 years ago.
That's
but I
amazing.
have mine by my bed. She told me one time she had it by her
Hilda's
bed.
a great, you know, she does keep things. I gave her something that I had bought at some charity auction. It was this funny-looking wooden sculpture at some point, and she has that there in her apartment there, which is not far from you, Jerry. She was pretty close.
Right.
It's amazing to think celebrations like that, to think about 75 years. But, of course, for you, Jerry, you're celebrating all the time. You're celebrating a new influx of students. You got a great new crowd there at Coastal Carolina in your social dance and etiquette class, which is wonderful. Share with viewers a little bit about Coastal Carolina. Why did you join there 6 years ago as the dance instructor, as professor of social dance?
Well, I was teaching at Pepper Gettings
Right.
after I retired from Arthur Murray and Fred Astaire.
Sure.
I didn't teach any classes for a while, and somebody found out that I was a former
professional dancer
So
in
they
our
invited
mix,
me, and I started teaching. The classes grew. And one of the persons in the class there was a psychology professor. Forgive me, I can't remember her name, but she taught at Coastal, Dr. somebody. And she told the president of the university about me and so forth. And to make a long story short, they wanted me to come out and apply for the job, and I did.
Right.
And they showed me around and wanted to know if I'd joined the faculty. They checked my credentials at Wake Forest and the University of Miami,
You were
which I'm a
graduate
graduate.
from the University of Miami, right.
And so consequently I started, and I've loved it. It gives you a really different perspective of young people.
Right.
I hear people criticizing It's ridiculous. These people, everybody that's in my class, now, they are so nice.
All of your students.
And they have a goal. They know what they want to do, what they want to major in, what they want to become. They want to become a marine biologist. We have a lot of those.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas when I was going to school and going to Wake Forest and going to University,
You had no
I
clue.
don't know where the next party was.
Yeah. I believe it, yeah.
Oh.
I believe it. Or the nice new suit, Jerry. I mean, you're thinking about either a good dance partner or picking up a great suit. Look at these tremendous wares. And probably your students wonder when they see this clean-cut guy walk in, is this guy for real? I mean, look at you.
Well, I got
You've always been a spiffy
I got
dresser.
this suit in the dance business, Arthur Murray and Fred Astaire, they require you to wear a suit and tie.
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get used to it. And I got this suit in Argentina a couple of years ago.
Is that
They
right?
have big tango stores. They sell tango dresses, tango shoes for ladies, and they call this a tango suit. And I had the tango shoes.
Oh,
too.
yeah, we can't show those
But
to viewers. But yeah.
everywhere I go, I get a pair of shoes. So thank you for the compliment. I haven't had it on a long time, but
It's
thanks.
very good looking. I'm glad you wore it this morning. It's a good Labor Day attire.
Yeah, I noticed when they were having the Democratic convention last week
Right.
that all the guys had on striped suits. Did you
that
notice
right?
that?
No,
many,
no.
many of the speakers,
Right.
many of the delegates. I remember Al Sharpton had on a suit similar to this. So a lot of the people being interviewed,
Sure.
and so I like it.
That's fascinating. It was very good looking. We think
Remember that time we went shopping at Brooks Brothers?
Absolutely. I still have a lot of those jackets. I wish I could claim this was. I think these pants and some other things are from there. Surely this shirt is. You know, those factory outlet stores, Tanger is wonderful. Yeah, I still have a lot of those jackets. Thank you. I think you helped pick a lot of those out. If my mother's not around, I turn to Jerry. We need to get back out there.
Well, you know, before we say a few words about Coastal Carolina, I want to know what you think about this. I love to teach out there.
Yeah.
As you know, I travel a lot. But there's only one thing about Coastal. They've got great faculty, great teachers, great facilities.
Oh, yeah.
But the name is from Nags Head to Georgia. It's Coastal Carolina.
Right.
Now, when I tell somebody that I teach at Coastal Carolina, they have no idea what we're talking about.
Where that is.
Where's that? North Carolina. They heard of West Carolina, East Carolina, University of North Carolina. There's even a Coastal Carolina College in Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Right,
Go on the
right,
internet. It's
right.
50 Coastal or Carolina. You know what it needs to be named?
Myrtle Beach University.
Myrtle Beach University, and this place would take off like a
You're
rocket.
right. I like that.
And
Yeah,
the
we
people
talk
of
with
Myrtle
them.
Beach would feel part of it. They'd get behind
Right.
the school. When Penn State plays Coastal Carolina, everybody's going to be, what? But if they played Myrtle Beach University,
Yeah.
we'd be world famous. And the athletic department, they could recruit everywhere.
Right.
You know, Myrtle Beach University.
Yeah, I wanna go there.
Yeah.